Oh, I'm tired, but I have to do the video. You know, when the water turns blue and you shove pine needles in it, is probably one of the reasons the water turned blue. From Santa Rosa. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I have to do this video. Come on, wake up. Okay, I'm up. What is it, yesterday? Thank God it's yesterday and I'm wide awake. I'm wearing my party shirt. Let me fix this up a little bit. Here's my party shirt. Yeah. Got my party shirt. I got this flag also painted on the floor in the other room. I got the sunshine opening up, Big Lobster Man. Right? Can I bring this a little bit closer? I did this shirt about, I don't know, 10 years ago. And the Superman sign, getting on in. And anyways, things I want to talk about in this video is the time thing. The 96. And I figured that out through a certain method, which was, I think it was 6 times 16 equals to 96, which is 6 times 7 equals to 42, and 6 plus 7 equals to 13, gave me my 55 Liberty, in which gave me electric company, because 5 times 5 is 25, 5 plus 5 is 10, equals to 35. And there's a whole bunch of mathematical relationships in see my little, what do you call it, right, with the crown on top. The crown is actually, if you take a good look, when it's close, right, when it's from far, it looks like a crown. When it's just antennas, so I'm starting to think that the crown is antennas. And when you see this over here, take a look, there's a staircase going all the way up. And if you take a look at the triangle, it's actually a roadway going all the way to the end, and it's not a triangle at all, but it's a rectangle. It looks like a triangle, but it's a rectangle. And then I can actually tell you it's the top of a house, and then I just stretch the line this way and it's the top of the house. So what's a triangle? So I'm not sure if I should jump into time or do something a little bit more simpler. Since I'm tired, I want to talk about turkey, and a turkey represents 666, and the reason for that is because I used to know how to keep score in bowling. In fact, I do know how to keep score in bowling, and in the 10th frame you accumulate all the X's together for a total of 30. But in any other frame, right, if this was bowling over here, this would count for 30. And then it would be with whatever you get in this frame. So this would be 50 plus, and then this frame, and this frame, so it'd be 60 plus plus, because you have to count it. So 3 in a turkey will drag you all the way to number 5. Okay. The second thing I wanted to talk about is we're going to go back and talk about the time. And I'm not really sure. Hold on. So I wrote stuff down while you weren't looking. Okay. So 8 times 5 is 40. 8 plus 5 is 13 equals to 53. We have 5 times 5 and 8 times 5 comes out to the same numeric numbers. Electric company meets freedom. Liberty 55, right? Liberty 55. Everything and every word that's said on this planet, I call it the knowledge of games people play. You play a game, there's knowledge in that game, and that's how I use it. Here's your 96 minutes. So if you have 96 seconds, now I want to do a new thing. If there was 96 seconds in a minute, right? Now let's do this calculation. I tricked you. Look, more numbers show up just like that. Now this is what I'm really, because the timeline, and there's many places I got this answer. Every time I do it, I keep finding something that's new with this. The timeline is 5760. Now, what is 5760? Well, it's 60 times 90 is 5400, which is 54 for the sun. And then 6 by 9 is the 360 degrees that the Earth goes around the sun. But what is this? Well, it's Hebrew time. And the Hebrew time equates to this, the year 2000. And what I like about this is I like to go that Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and the year 2021. Between here and here, okay, there was 50 times 47, right? I use 47 because it's the numeric value for time. It also calculates into 1776. I'm not going to go over everything right now. I mean, I should. It calculates the 7 by 4, 28 cycle of the moon, right? It calculates 7 plus 4, 11. You minus it, you have 17, which is a representation of Earth. 52, and I'm going to explain it to you because 5 times 2 is 10. 5 plus 2 is 7 equals 2. That's 17. Earth is number 52. Mars is number 51. But Mars communication or Martian, right? What is this? M T. T up. Empty. An empty can of communication. A cord between two cans communicating. Empty. Martian. Right? So remember, this and this will create 13 or 103. And what's the numeric number for Mercury? That's right. 103. Or, like if you watched the end of the last video, all zeros equal 6 is 163. Which equals to 73, and then we connect Nibiru to it. We're not going to do that. So we have, I don't have a calculator on me, but if I remember correctly, this will be 2350, and then we're going to get the Jesus time, which is going to be, what is that? Is it 33 was his number, like the 33 record times 47, just give me a second. Oh, look, magic. All the numbers just switched. Oh my God, just like magic, eh? So I want to bring up, there's two ways I did this, right? 47, 47, 11, 11, 2209, life and birth. 20 is that gateway because of the gematria, the basic gematria where G and T both at number 77, right, in the basic gematria. A all the way through F, and then H all the way through M, right? 654321, 654321 equals 2121. Here, I'm going to have to do it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 is 3, and 3 is 6. Then it's 10, then it's 15, then it's 21. And then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6 and 5 is 11, and 4 is 15, and 3 is 18, and then 20 and 21. Here is 6, here is 1. So these are two different ways of counting it, up and down, and it's all to the G7 summit. Is it the G7 summit? Right? I got some kind of fly flying around. I guess that's what flies do. So here you would have actually 1, 3, 6, 613 laws. 1, 6, 3. 2 and 1, 3. 1 and 5, 6. 1 and, okay. Here you're going to have 3, 2, 9, 6, 2, 6. And 622-6 is a very special number for me. It has to do with the God, the Queen, the cards. It also has to do with connecting skies, 622-6. It's a number that came in a long, long time ago, which 622-6 is now 7777, 28. And if you minus it, you have 5335, and that's electric company, or 88, connecting the skies. And I have a fly in the house, and it's really bothering me. I think I got it. I got it. No, I didn't. I'm a murderer. Anyways, the fly. So Moses, 47 by 47 is 2209. Jesus is 33 by 47 is 1551 or 66, the connection to Mars. And the total here, okay, will equal to, okay, 3760. The total of these two will equal to 3760. And what is this? That is time 0. This is really bothering me. I have a mosquito in the house and I don't like it. Why is this time 0? Because if you add 2000 onto this, we have 5760, or the year 2000. So this is when Jesus is born, and this is the year 2000. And what is 2021? 2021 is 43. 43 times 47 equals to how much? That's right, 2021. Now, we're missing a number. This is 80 and this is 80. So we've got 80 times 47 equals 3760. The total is 5781. And 123 times 47. ABC, Michael Jackson, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 is 7. 57. The moon, 81 is Venus. Moon, 57. Venus, 81. And not only that, is that 51 Mars plus 6 equals to 57. I don't know where the whole equation is. That Mars links to the moon. I don't remember where it is. I don't remember if it was there was a minus and a plus, and I don't really know where those numbers are. So you can see the links. Now this is my time. Now I don't remember where I got this, but 5760 seconds, okay, and we're gonna have to calculate that. Okay, camera's upside down right now. Let me fix this, okay? Let me fix this. Hold on a second. Let me fix this. Okay. So I wrote a few things out. I put it on pause, and just tell me if my math is wrong. 96 seconds is 1 minute and 36. And the first time that we can actually round it out to something that I know of, okay, is when it reaches 240. Now, 96 does not divide into 240, okay? Let me try this. 240 divided by 96 equals to 2.5. And that's exactly the cube. It comes out to 2.5. But I don't want it at 2.5. I want it exactly even. So it takes 5 times the value, right? Or let's say 5 times 96 will equal to 480. 480. So 5 minutes of 96 seconds is 480 seconds. 480 seconds, okay, if I got this right, 480 seconds is 6 minutes. 480 seconds is 6 minutes. Is 8 minutes. 8 times 6 is 48. So 60, I'm doing it in minutes here. I did it in seconds here. It doesn't matter what we do. I'm transferred it all into minutes instead of seconds. I'm going to have to go back and do it into seconds. Okay, this is a long thing to do, but I'm going to keep it in the minutes. I'm going to go back to the seconds after. That in 3 hours, I have 240 minutes. Now, 240 is a pass, okay? And the reason it's a pass and link is because birth is 9 times 24, which is 216. And 216 is a link with the Mayans, because the Mayans have either a 10-day period, okay, a 9-day period times the calendar is 18 months, the calendar, so it's 9 times 20 is 9 times 2 is 18. I wish I can explain this properly. It's either 2 periods of 10 days and 10 days create the month, or it's 2 periods of it's, hold on a second, let me explain this. It's 18 months. Okay, is it 18 months? I'm a little mixed up here. It's 9 and 9, or it's 10 and 10 to create the month. Remember, it's 9 days and 1 days equals 10. That's how it works. I wish I can explain this. I don't remember where the information is. It's somewhere in my head, but it has to do with the Mayan calendar. Okay, it works out perfect. I know it does. I know it does. Just like the one, I just know it does. Just take it, just listen to me. 18, which is Chai in Hebrew, right? 666, 18. If we were running a short time of 96, it would equal to the 24 hours in a day. So that means, oh boy, this is all backwards. I did it backwards somehow. This is also 6 and 8 is the 7th gate. 60 minutes equals 80 minutes. See, the timeline we're running on is where a regular 60 minutes is now equaling to 80 minutes. So that would make our day. I'm not making any sense. I'm going to have to come back and jump over this and explain this tomorrow when I'm more awake, because I'm really confused on what I did over here. The 96 seconds, right? 96 seconds in a day, okay, will shorten up that day to 18 hours. So an 18-hour day equals to 24 hours. But if it was 96 seconds in a metric minute, and then there were 96 metric minutes, I'm not sure if that works out, because that would work out to way more than a day. So we have to understand if it's 96, because how fast is a second? Which seconds are we using? So I'm going to have to come on here and do this. 96, okay, that's seconds in a minute, times 60, times, okay, that's a 57, 60, 90, times 60 equals 1 hour, times the 24 hours in the day equals to 138,000 seconds, divided by 60 equals to 2304. Okay, there's 96 seconds in a minute times 96 minutes an hour times 24 equals to see that number there? 96 times 96 times 96 equals to that. That's how many, and that makes perfect sense. Birth at 216. 9 times 24 is 216. Seems to be working out perfectly. And now you're going to, okay, now you're going to divide that by 60 equals to 153. That's not making any sense. 96 seconds times 60 minutes equals to 5760. So, okay, that's exactly. I'm going to use I have to use the seconds to create the 60-minute time, because it's either 96 minutes. How can I explain it? 96 seconds in a minute creates that the hour is now 96 minutes long, right? Do you follow what I'm saying? So if the hour is 96 minutes long, 96 times the 24-hour day equals to 2,304 minus the 1,440 minutes in a day. We have an extra 864 minutes in a day. And it's funny because there's 8,000. You remember this number, right? 864. You remember that number? 864. 60 times 24 times 60 equals, there it is, same number. Same number. What did I do? 60 seconds times 60 minutes times 24 hours, and that's where you got the number. So I know I'm not wrong. I've done this before, and I'm a little tired right now. And I did this work. I had a vision in my head, and I saw it, And I know that every single day that we have, every 24 hours that goes by, it's actually only 18 hours. Okay, the 24-hour day that's going by is actually 18 hours. So every 3 days, every 4 days that goes by, we lose 1 day. Because, do you follow what I'm saying? Every 4 days that goes by, every 4 days that go by, right? 4 days, because this is how many hours we're actually living in a day, and this is what's gone by. So in 4 days, when 4 days goes by, right? 4 days equals 3 days. You remember the link 313131? That's the link. Okay. I'm not sure if I showed you this. Did we go over this 5327 Win a Big Red Sun Electric Company? So anyways, this is what it is. So it's in every 4 days that goes by, every 4 Earth days that goes by, it only equals to when 4 days go by, it's 72 hours. And here we have 96 hours. 7296. 7286. Something to do with the extra 10. I can't make it all out. We need a team. Anyways, there was more I wanted to speak about. I also wanted to speak about, yes, the Inuit. I knew what it was. I just wanted to say it a different way because I didn't want to be like a racist of any sort. Indian, Inuit, Hawaiian, Asian, Indian from India. All of these are all connected together. Imagine, connected deep up into the Arctic. I mean, America, French and English are last. Because I think the French and English are such screwed up languages that are able to twist every single word. I mean, that's the way I see it. Maybe because I am. I mean, I wish I knew other languages a little bit more because I see how they can twist all these words. I just want to get back to the turnkey and the 3 strikes. In fact, it's not only 3 strikes, 10, 10, 10, but it's also a Roman numeral 10, but it actually also, these 3 strikes brings us back to the 72 time or the 3 days, which, why? Because it's the 24th letter in the alphabet, and it also introduces birth because the reverse alphabet would make this 333. The coming of a Lenin. The 3 parts that we talked about, right, with the 18 hours, 3 by 18 is 54, the numeric value for the sun, and 3 by 24 is that 72. Do you follow what I'm saying right now? So confusing. So the XXX, and another thing about XXX, and going back to the last video, if you can remember with the yellow, is that 6 times 4 is the 24th letter X. 6 plus 4 creates 10, and that creates your Roman numeral 10. The total is 34 or 14. Anyways, forget about that. I want to go back and go over one other thing. When we were counting time over here at the beginning, 1410, this is a number the Grim Reaper was talking about, right? 1410 or something like that. It's also my birthday, 410. It's also noted for communication. It's also noted as the same number as this. How is this? 1 and 4, 5, 4, 1 and 4, 5, 5 and 1 is now Mars. Here we have 3, here we have 2, here we have 5, here we have 2. Earth's number. Here we have 22 for life. Here we have 6 and 2 for the Queen coming in. The Queen is number 62. The God Queen, 26 God, 62 Queen, 88 the connecting skies. Okay? It all sounds crazy. Now when we have these numbers, right, I had to calculate how all possible ways will bring me to 3760, which was the time that Jesus was born. Okay, in fact, he wasn't really born on 0 time. He was born before it, according to the real scriptures that I read. The other thing about this is 50 would now equal 56. So now I have to go 42 and 240, 282. Moon cycle. Moon cycle in both of them. All zeros equal 6. In fact, all zeros equal 101 because it's on two sides. It's on this. I mean, here's a circle and here's a circle, and there's the area space that connects. Right? The 5 area gets 1, equaling to a total of 6. And it also shows you in numbers the way 147 is lined up, 258 is lined up, and everyone is separated by 3. And in low shoe, 4, 9, 2, I'm just thinking 6, 8, 1, 3, 7. In low shoe, it's a little different. In low shoe, it's 4, 3, 8, and that is down by 1 and up by 5. Total is 6. 5 is in the center here, so we're going to get 8. We're going to get 6, 8. Okay, the total down here is 8. The total here is actually 4. The total difference between here and here is 8. The total between here and here is 4. 4, 8, 4. And that's a representation of the sun of Pluto. And those are the 2 planets. And it also expresses half. 4 and 8, 3 and 6, 1 and 2, it's all the same. Well, 1 and 2 is actually just a part of whatever. See, because really there's only 3 and 6 and 4 and 8. Because 1 and 2, 1 is part of 3, 1 is part of 5, 1 is part of 9. Do you know why? Because it's in the center. 5 never moves. Even in low shoe, 5 never moves. Just as in horse racing, the colors of 1 never move. And when you go play a pool, the red ball is the 3 and the 11. And there's just so much. There's just so much for me that what I see, and I can't explain it because the ration is easy to explain. The reality of the numbers is absolutely true. You know, from Abraham, I mean, these numbers are absolutely true. It's a timeline that I created many years ago to come up to the time of 2021. So now what I want to do is, I can't divide this by 3, but 376 is 1 and 2. 1276. Do we have anything that has 12760? 3 and 7 is 10, becomes 1 and 6. 7 and 6 is 13. Becomes 3 and 4, and that's the DC world. This is the 1 for 1, and it's an exchange route, and it's also the exchange of your DNA inside of Mars, depending which way you go. The difference between these two is 3. The difference between these two calculations is 3. So if we go 3 times 47, okay, it's 121, and the Grim Reaper did that before, even before I did this, and it works exactly to these numbers. 3 times 19, 3 by 27, 1927. Okay, another thing I wanted to bring up, and I'm going to do this again, is this part over here. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. 3 times 4 is 12, 3 plus 4 is 7, is 1905. 1905. 195. 195 is that angle on your phone. The 31, 13, 31, 44 for area space, and for 5, pH and I. 4 times 4 is 16p, 4 plus 4 is 8, pH, phi. Always add that birth inside of there, right? When you have the 16, you have the birth, because it creates the moon passage to the 7th gate. Add 31, you have 75. Add 13, because I went 13 first, I went 31 first, and 57, 75. Or 2002. And I think in 2002 was Mickey Mouse's birthday, or Walt Disney's 100 years or something. Anyways, all ears to you. And this will also create 35, 35. It'll also create 33, 3. 7 and 5 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 1, 2, 2, 1. Which is 6556, and 656 is New World Order. It's all out of order. There's just so much. MTV, or the Empty Life of Mars, Martian MT, Another 30-minute video. I know these videos are too long. It's getting to be midnight. It's getting to be midnight. It's going to be midnight. The time factor. You know what's funny? Just for the hell of it, if anybody out there, go to my site, artofwear.mrtacpans.com, and see if when you get into it, go to looking for an artist. I'm going to try and see if I can get it up there. And the reason why is I can't figure out why nobody's bought nothing in a year and a half that I have the site up there, and I posted it everywhere. Actually, I only posted it between the people who we are. Not everybody wants a pair of leggings. Not everybody wants to buy a top. Not everybody really needs to spend the money, and nor do I want anybody to spend the money. But I got to make some money somewhere. I mean, because I'm like being choked over here. Anyways, I had to add that in because it's been sitting in the top of my head. Aleph Bet Gimel, Dalet Hey Vav Zayin Chet Tet Yod, Lamed Mem Nun Sameach Ayin Pei Tzadik Kaf Reish Shin. Echad Shtayim Shalosh Arba Chamesh Shesh Sheva Shmona Tesher Eser. Let's stop that for now. Said too much. Have a nice night. Going to bed.